But inshallah, before I end today, because we have recently gone through the Fatimiyya, so I will just mention this quick short point, because I've been listening to some of the teachers in Iran, in Qom, and just I thought it would be an interesting point. One of the very interesting characters of Islamic history is Zubayr. Zubayr bin Awwam. And Zubayr is one of the early companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. In the books of Seerah, they say he was probably 14, 15 years old when he converted to Islam in Mecca. And they say, maybe he was the 6th person to convert or the 8th person to convert, early companion of the Prophet ﷺ. And the interesting thing about Zubayr is that it is said that he was the first person to actually take his sword out to defend the Prophet. Okay, where? In Mecca. So there was a time where the mushrikeen were trying to attack the Prophet. Zubayr took his sword out to defend the Prophet ﷺ. Then later he went on to Abyssinia. As you know, the Muslims did hijrah to Abyssinia. He went to Abyssinia, later he came back, and he is there in all the battles. In the battle of Badr, in the battle of Uhud. So look, he has his sword out, defending the Prophet, defending Islam, and in Badr, Uhud, he's with Imam Ali salam. In fact, he became a very close friend of Imam Ali. One of his best friends, one of his close friends. And then likewise, he takes out his sword to defend the Prophet. He is one of the people who didn't accept the verdict at Saqifa. He didn't accept the Khilafat of Abu Bakr. So he took his sword out to defend Imam Ali after Saqifa. And he said, I will not conceal this sword until I get allegiance from everyone in Medina for Imam Ali. This is his words. Okay. And when they attacked the house of Imam Ali bi Fatima, he was one of the people who was inside the house, Zubayr. And he took his sword out. Even then, he told Imam Ali, if we need to fight, we will fight right now. And the most strange thing here is that he is also one of the few men allowed in the janazah of Lady Fatima. So we're talking someone extremely close. This is not some random guy. That Lady Fatima says that from the 8 men that are allowed in my janazah, Zubayr is one of them. He's always been on our side. And the Prophet has many praises for him. Prophet said he is somebody who was very hospitable. He was very charitable. He was a nice person. But there are some people whose imans, they had a lot of iman in their entire life, but it was always temporary. And the Imam says Zubayr was one of those people whose iman was like that. So what did he do? He says, "La ughmiduhu hatta yubaya li Ali." One day he said to Imam Ali, to the people of Medina, I will not hide my sword until everybody gives bay'ah to Imam Ali. And then finally, a day came in the battle of Jamal where he took his sword out, فَضَارَبَ عَلِيًّا. The day came that he took his sword out against Imam Ali. And therefore, the Imam said that he was someone whose faith was basically lent, like it was not stable. And he walked in his light, he walked in this way where his faith was not stable, and God stripped it away from him in the last moments of his life. And the saddest part is this. Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, رَأْسَ الزُّبَيْرِ وَسَيْفَهُ. That when Imam Ali finally saw that Zubayr was killed in Battle of Jamal, that when Imam Ali saw the head of Zubayr and his sword, قال لأحنف, he said to one of his companions, ناولني السيف, bring me the sword. فناوله فهزه. That Imam Ali took the sword of Zubayr and he shook the sword, Imam Ali. And he said that this is the same sword that fought in so many battles in front of the Prophet, بين يديه. This is the same sword that fought in the presence of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, but now it has met its end and its ill fate. So then he looked at the face of Zubayr. وقال لقد كان لك بالنبي صلى الله عليه وآله صحبة ومنه قرابة. And O Zubayr, he looks at the head of Zubayr and he says to Zubayr, O Zubayr, you had a very close companionship with the Prophet and you were extremely close to him. Okay, but unfortunately shaitan has entered into you and it has brought to you, and has فَأَوْرَدَكَ هَذَا الْمَوْرِدِ, it has brought to you to this fate and to this end. And in other reports it says that Imam Ali was cried a lot. Okay, it's not a happy moment. Yes, he's won the battle of Jamal. Well, it's not time to party. His best friend, his companions, imagine at the age of 15, they were both young. They grew up as youth, they defended the Prophet, all the battles, and Zubayr had scars. In the battle of Jamal, he would show his scars to the people. He would say, look at me, I got these scars defending the Prophet, come on my side, the side of Aisha. He would show the scars on his body. And then Imam Ali started to cry and he said, what have you done to yourself? And you have brought yourself to a destiny which is your aqibat was not with khair. So we talk about many other people, many other companions, but look at the fate of somebody who was in the janazah of Lady Fatima